Okay, guys, here we go with session 4. I am super excited about this one because, as we talked about in session 1, this course is really about connecting with people. And so, what we're going to talk about today is having a tool that helps you connect. And this, to me, is one of the most valuable items that I have, because when I have something like this, I can reel people into the table all day long, and it makes connecting so much easier. Okay, so I'm just going to start by showing you my items that I have. Now, I actually it's like time for me to reorder, and I'm brainstorming all these ideas, and I'm trying to decide, do I do the easy thing and just click reorder, or do I get creative and come up with something new? And I really want to get creative, but then part of me is just so busy. I'm like, maybe I'll just click reorder. I don't know. But the key is that you need items to hand out. So these are my postcards. They're blank on the back, and it's just my book cover. And then this is my bookmark. So on one side, it has a beautiful picture of my dog, who's the main character of the book, and a quote from the book. And then on this side, it's kind of like a zoom in of the cover, and there's a QR code with information. So I will say, I didn't want it to feel super promotional. It's like, obviously it is promotional, but I didn't want it to feel promotional. And so I tried to make a bookmark that felt like a real bookmark that someone might want to hold on to, right? And then the postcard, I will say, I think these all get thrown away. I don't know. They're lovely. I don't know what people do with them. I love the idea that someone actually writes a postcard with us. But I will say it makes a really easy conversation opener, because I say, hey, did you get your postcard? And they're like, oh, thank you. And then they look at it, and then they see me, the girl, which is me with the horse, and it says Finding Gideon. And then I just get to explain what my book is about. It's a very easy conversation opener. However, it probably ends up in the trash. So we're going to talk about some ideas to come up with things that don't end up in the trash. But also, I am a big advocate of saving money, y'all. Budget is huge, and I see people make magnetic bookmarks, magnets, character magnets, pencils and pens, and what else is there? There's just so many things you can get, and I love swag. I love it. I love swag, y'all. But the thing is we're here to make some money, right? I'm assuming you want to make money. And so you just want to be careful and really look at your budget. Like, is it worth $1 per person? Because you want to just hand these out to every single person that walks by, right? And magnets and magnetic bookmarks are kind of expensive, and you can't exactly do that. And so I'm just going to say I try to stick with paper products for my giveaway, because paper products are so cheap. You start out, I don't know the exact prices, but I would say if I were to get like 100, it was going to be $40 or something, right? But if I were to get 500, it was $50. And if I wanted 1,000, it was $60 or something. And so you're just like, fine, give me 1,000. And at first you're thinking, what am I going to do with 1,000 postcards? You're going to give them away. You're going to give them away like candy. You're going to draw all these people in. It's going to help you sell books. And it feels like it doesn't cost anything because you got so many, right? So that's why I love giving away paper products. And again, I want it to not feel super promotional. You want it to be promotional without feeling like this is just a sales item. All right, so I came up with some really fun ideas. Now, here's the deal. A bookmark is fantastic if you're at a regular, like a store or a festival or anything that is not all authors. It's great. Who doesn't love a bookmark? But then when I go to a book festival, everyone's giving out bookmarks. And so people walk down the row and they end up with like 50 free bookmarks. What's going to make your bookmark stand out? Who's going to keep 50 bookmarks? Not many people. Most people are going to trash them. And so if you're going to do a bookmark, it needs to be one that it will stand out, right? And people are not going to trash it. So an idea for this, my friend Susie Waltner, she was next to me at the Louisville Book Festival. That's how we met. And her newest book at the time was a country music romance. And so on her bookmarks, it was like her book title. And then tied, you know how bookmarks sometimes have little tassels? She attached her own little tassel, but it had a guitar pick on it. How adorable, right? And I'm all about saving time. So for me, I might have even just tried to get custom guitar picks and skipped the bookmark altogether, because y'all, I don't play guitar, but a guitar pick is such a cool swag item. Like, I would never throw away a guitar pick. That's so cool. And maybe I'm weird, I don't know, but I just assume other people are like that. So anyway, I love the guitar pick. It made it unique. In a room full of bookmarks, hers stood out and was unique because of the guitar pick. And like I said, I might just get a custom guitar pick and not even worry about all the work of like threading, because she had to do the strings and stuff herself. So some other ideas that I was like, I had the funnest brainstorming session with my friend over this. Okay, so recipe cards. So if there is a recipe in your book that maybe a character has a favorite meal, for me, I talk about sweet tea a lot in my book. So I could have like how to make the perfect Southern sweet tea, or because my book is a horse book, I could have like how to make horse treats, right? Now, I will say, when you get really specific like that, like if I have how to make horse treats, but I am at a general audience event that's not all horse people, who cares how to make horse treats? But if I'm at a horse show and I hand out a book postcard and on the back it's how to make horse treats, every kid there is keeping their postcard. And when they get it out to look at horse treats, they're also seeing my book cover, right? So a funny joke might be really good. Like, who doesn't love, like, don't you love those little popsicle sticks with the jokes on the side? And those are fun because they end up, you know, people might throw it away, but they might pass it on to a friend. Another idea, so a really fantastic bookmark from the Louisville Book Festival. Again, one of my favorites. Someone had written a beautiful children's book about Babe Ruth. Her bookmarks were shaped like a baseball bat. And it was so unique, and it had all of her information on it, all the book information. So it's like, on one hand, it did kind of feel salesy, but it didn't, because it was so well done. And the bat was so unique that I didn't throw that one away either, right? I threw away so many bookmarks, but I did not throw that one away because it was really cute, and I couldn't wait to give one to my husband and my son, who are both really into baseball. So anyway, you want to think of unique ideas. Like I said, recipe cards, calendars. Notice, you know how you get the calendars from the realtors? The reason they're giving calendars is because people need calendars and they're less likely to throw them away. Another really good idea is like a beautiful quote and make it frameable. I mean, honestly, the reason I made these was because for my Kickstarter, I promised beautiful artwork of the cover. And so then I was like, I can just have postcards made, right? And so you could have a Bible verse. Okay, I actually got these from the Dollar Tree. These are colorful prayers, and it is a color page that has a Bible verse on it, right? So you could have something like this made, and on one side, it's a color page. It could have a Bible verse or a quote from your book, and then on the back side, it could have the information about your book, kind of like this. So anyway, there are just so many ideas, but you want to think outside the box. Think budget, right? I don't recommend magnets and pins and stuff like that unless you're giving them to people who purchase the book. I don't recommend them for just handing out like candy, like I said, because I've bought 1,000 of these and I'm almost out. I bought 1,000 bookmarks, almost out. And anyway, so you want to just be able to hand them out. So you want something that is very affordable. So in my mind, that means paper. And you just want to come up with something creative to put on it. So for today's homework, I want you to come up with a design. So I usually design my own stuff in Canva. I have a Canva Pro subscription, and I will tell y'all that is the one subscription that I love most. I love it more than Netflix or Disney or anything else. I love my Canva Pro. So I design all my stuff in Canva Pro. And then I, so far, have been ordering from YouPrinting. I found their prices to be the best until I click order, and then their shipping is so expensive it ends up costing the same as Vistaprint. But I do recommend sticking with paper products so you can get a ton of them made. And for your homework, I want to know, what are you doing? Are you doing bookmarks? Are you doing a recipe card? Are you doing a book postcard? Like, what is your idea? And again, I highly recommend something that people don't want to throw away. Because when you're at these festivals and fairs, everyone is giving something, so yours needs to stand out. What can you do? What can you do to make it stand out and also be affordable? Drop it in the comments, and maybe you came up with a really good idea that I didn't come up with, and I'll borrow it. I can't wait. Inspire the rest of us. All right, thanks, guys. I can't wait to see your ideas. Bye.